It was such a stress stepping out from King's Cross. I am back in my house. So I've just made my first ever Buddha bowl and it's hard coming back. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is the last day at home for me during my extended Christmas. Obviously I ended up staying another week longer because somebody in my household got COVID. So I have been up in the north for a month now and I'm heading back to London today. I actually wasn't going to vlog because I'm feeling really upset about going back and I kind of figured it wouldn't be cheery content to put out there. But I suppose I do share all sides of my life with you guys now, so may as well be open and honest about it, and I am feeling better about it this morning. I think it's just always hard when you're leaving a really nice, comfortable, warm, familiar environment with your family and going back somewhere less familiar and less comfortable. And it doesn't help that Yija won't be there because he's flying back to Malaysia for a month to see his family, and none of my housemates will be back yet, so I think I'm home alone for like a week, which is kind of panicking me a bit. I don't like being in the house on my own. It's going to feel really lonely and flat after such a lovely warm Christmas, but that's life and I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll have a really busy week at work anyway to keep me busy, keep me occupied and take my mind off it, and it'll just be the evenings really where I feel alone, but I can enjoy cooking again and make use of being independent in that way, which I haven't really had when I've been at home, trying out my new veggie and vegan recipes, which I'm excited about. And I have lots of friends to call on evenings, or friends in Cambridge for example, or in London that I can visit if I am feeling a bit down. But I am just about to head out now. My suitcase and my bags are all down here, and I actually ended up having too much stuff, so I'm having to post my large suitcase home. So I planned on bringing my big suitcase back and then a little suitcase and a backpack to fit all of my new Christmas stuff in, and turns out it's all very, very heavy. And last night I had a big panic and a bit of a wobble, a big cry about how everything was too heavy for me to carry on my own. So I will be posting one of my suitcases back, which I suppose is better than trying to pull 3 bags on my own. You know, I'm not exactly the strongest person in the world. But anyway, that's just a quick update. I'm about to leave the house now to catch the train, grab a meal deal, and I guess I'll see you in London. Good morning everyone. You know what, I'm gonna hold my hands up and say I just didn't even vlog when I arrived in London yesterday. It was such a stress stepping out from King's Cross and like seeing how busy it was. Also sorry about my hair, it's all sticking up, just woken up. But it was such a stress stepping out of King's Cross and realising how busy London was again. Like after being in the north for a month, you kind of forget how fast-paced London is. So I stepped out, it was super busy. I had to try and find the bus stop I needed to be at, get on the bus I needed, walk to Yija's place from there, and then we just spent our last day together before he flies to Malaysia for a month to be with his family. So I was just kind of enjoying that and cooking with him, and kind of forgot to pick the camera up, but here's what it is. I'm heading back to my place today. It is a really grim, foggy looking day though, so I am gonna go finish packing everything back into my cases, and I can hear Yija outside. Is he gonna come in? Yes. Sorry, Yija just walked in, so I had to stop filming. I need to pack the rest of my things into my suitcase, grab some breakfast and head to the station. Ooh, Yija's opening the blinds and it is not bright. It is so dark and grey and foggy. There was a pollution warning in London yesterday, so that's not particularly reassuring. Yes, I'm gonna head and actually start getting ready because my train is at 10:10 and it's now 8:45, so I've got an hour to get ready and get some food. I am back in my house. The roof has not caved in while I was gone. Everything is in its place as it should be. It is quite nice to be back. Like, I don't know, this is kind of like my second life, isn't it? I've got one life back up home with my parents and another one here, so it is nice to be coming back to my London life. Said goodbye to Yuja, which was a bit emotional because I'm not going to see him for a month, but I was very lucky to have that one day crossover with him to say our proper goodbyes. But now I've got my suitcase to unpack. As I said in my earlier vlog, I did send my big suitcase by post because it was just way too heavy to carry, but I do have my little suitcase and my big backpack, and then I need to dash out and get groceries, so I'm gonna crack on with that now. I have just got back in from doing my Tesco shop, and my goodness, I have bought so much stuff. It's going to take me ages to unpack. It was so heavy to carry back, so I'm going to start unloading that now. I've just only meal prepped for the week, so I don't know how I bought so much stuff, but I think it's just like trying to keep my cupboard stocked up with things like cereal and milk and other things that you kind of run out of when you're not just living in a house, and yeah, stocking up day to day or whatever, or every weekend. So I'm gonna crack on because I've got quite a lot to get through, and then I can finally chill for the rest of the afternoon / evening, I hope. Hey all, so I had a little bit of a wobble earlier. I got a bit upset, started crying just because I feel quite lonely in the house. I'm being silly, and it's hard coming back from being in a warm, comfortable place with my family, as I keep saying, to a house that's less familiar, less comfortable. No one's here yet. Yeeja's just flown to Malaysia, so I do feel a bit lonely. I need to stop. I distracted myself by cooking, so I've actually made myself some really tasty noodles here with tofu and miso, mushrooms, pak choy. So distracted myself with cooking to pick myself up, and now I'm about to watch some Netflix as I eat my dinner. It's hard, isn't it, being an adult, living on your own and doing adult things, but it's got to be done. I'll get over it. It's just first night, and it's always hard moving back from Christmas after such a lovely time and feeling rubbish that you've left your family behind, and home cooked meals and the comfort of a warm, lovely home in your childhood bedroom or whatever. Like, it is hard. So I'm sure it'll be fine in the morning when I wake up and as my housemates start filtering back, but for now I am feeling a bit flat. Hoping I'll hear from Yeeja because he's on a flight with like a transfer, so I'm hoping that maybe I'll get a message from him when he lands in between his flights, and then maybe hear from him in the morning when he's actually made it to Malaysia, and that'll be nice and that'll pick up my spirits. But again, there's an 8-hour time difference, so that makes things harder. But I'm just going to keep distracting myself. Might go on a walk or a run tomorrow, ring some family. I'm going to Cambridge next weekend, talk to some work friends maybe, or I don't know, just try and fill my time so I feel less lonely, and I'm sure it'll be okay. Good morning everybody. I woke up feeling so much better this morning. Like, I know I had a bit of a cry last night. I actually didn't sleep well at all last night, so I'm surprised I am in good spirits and high energy, but I guess it's just a new day and I'm feeling better. Plus it's always better when it's bright outside, I think. Obviously when it's dark and cold you do feel more lonely probably. So yeah, feeling good. Wish I got more sleep. I am quite tired, but I think just settling back into an old routine is quite difficult when you've been in a different routine for a while, and I was home for a month, so I kind of adjusted to that life again. So coming back to like a cold empty house and a bed that wasn't familiar was probably a little bit difficult. but I have just spent all morning being lazy and reading in bed, which was nice because it's been a long time since I've just had a lazy Sunday morning. But I'm currently dressed in sportswear, so I'm going to try and motivate myself to go out on a run as per my New Year's resolution. If I keep saying it to you guys, then it holds me accountable and I've got to do it. And if I stop doing it, then you guys need to call me out and be like, Emma, you haven't done any exercise for a while, you need to keep moving your body. So I'm gonna do some stretches, head out, go on a run, come back, shower. Hopefully that will make me feel a bit more re-energized because it has been a slow, tired morning. And then just continue with my chill day because it's back to work again tomorrow. Okay, so I think I must have chosen the absolute worst time to go out on a run, because when I left the house it just finished like drizzling. It wasn't raining, but there was a little bit of like spitting rain, and it was cold and foggy and a bit grey and dark and miserable. And now look at this, it is glorious sunshine outside. I'm so mad because now I'm just sitting in for the rest of the day reading and watching Netflix and having the chill one I planned. And look at this, glorious sunshine. Like, I can't even sit on my bed right now because the sun is so blinding when I'm trying to vlog. But it is what it is. I wasn't meant to know that the sun was going to come out like this. Maybe I'll dry my hair and go for a little walk into the city centre, pick up some, I don't know, things from Superdrug or whatever that I need, like shampoo and conditioner and soap or whatever. But yeah, in for the rest of the day now, really. I'm gonna go make some lunch in a sec. I do have some pineapple in the fridge that I really want to eat. Yija gave it to me as a little parting gift. He had some pineapple left in his fridge and was like, here you go, rather than chuck it in the bin, have my pineapple. So I'm gonna go snack on that. And then I'm gonna try and make like a Buddha bowl, I think. I really want like a new exciting lunchtime dish that isn't just a boring sandwich, which I feel like I make a lot now that I go into the office to work, because I need something that's convenient and easy to carry in. But I figured I wanted to spice up my lunchtime a bit. I might try something like a Buddha bowl with quinoa and hummus and veggies and all that sort of plant-based goodness, in line with my New Year's resolution. Again, another one ticked off the list, eating more plant-based. So we'll see how that goes. If I do decide to make that for lunch today, I'll show you what I put in it. So I've just made my first ever Buddha bowl. I'm not sure if I put the right stuff in it. I've never actually made one of these before. I'm not certain it looks like the most appetizing thing I've ever made, but we'll see. And maybe just to improve, I should look up some more recipes online and see what actually goes in one of these, because I was pretty much winging it and just putting random veg in, but we'll see. And if it's tasty, I'll do it again. I'm not convinced by the quinoa though. I don't normally like quinoa, but I did want to give it another go, but we'll see. I forgot to vlog what I did after lunch, but I basically read for a little bit and then headed out on a quick walk to make the most of the sunshine before the sun sets, because it turned into a really nice warm sunny day. So I walked into town, went to Superdrug, had a little browse, and then Yija rang me, and obviously with the time zone difference I didn't want to miss him, and he was about to go to bed, so I called him as I walked back home, which was really nice. It meant I could say goodbye to him before he went to bed in his time zone. And now I'm just in bed with my fairy lights on because it's super cozy. It's actually still light outside and it's 4:45, so I'm quite surprised. I thought it'd be dark by now, but I have put my fairy lights on just to make it feel cozy as I read. And then stuck some laundry on, classic, gotta do my chores, and then after that I'll probably go and cook some dinner. So I'm all done with dinner. My katsu curry was such a success. I kind of like went off recipe because I didn't realise that the recipe told you to blend the ingredients to make the curry sauce, and I do not have a blender. So I did improvise and add some coconut milk instead, some water, and I did chuck some green beans in there because I do quite like green beans in a katsu curry. And it was really, really tasty. I'm really happy with it. And I even managed to successfully breadcrumb and crisp up my tofu, which I'm always really, really rubbish at doing. Like frying it in the, well, I did it in a more of a saucepan this time, because last time I did it in like a frying pan and ended up it spat everywhere, and then I burnt my face and it was a bit chaos. But this went really, really well, and that is me done for the night. I'm just gonna hang up my laundry now. I've just took that out of the wash basket, and then back to bed, reading, and a nice early night before work in the morning.